Welcome back, guys, to East 9 Monstrum Nox, where last episode with a grim old Eos awaiting, we took on the final wave battle never-ending threat to open up the ancient battlefield, platforming first past the mud below and then into the cliffs above to reach our final landmark, the Watchtower of the 100 Years' War, before returning to Balduq. There we reunited both of Jules' parents at the Dandelion in an event before starting our remaining available quest, Final Dispossession, heading back to the Alchemy lab with a mission to destroy the remaining Homunculi. Oh. Interesting people here, aren't there? They never get any less creepy no matter how many times we come. Why? We were born on those things too, you know. That doesn't really make it any better. These homunculi are all the remaining products of Shadowlard's work. Each an identical clone of a human with exceptional strength, intellect, or status. The request called for their disposal. Would destroying their containers suffice? Hold on a sec. I get that these homunculi were created for war and all, but they're technically still alive, right? It's not so easy to just get rid of them. Not to mention, we still don't know who the client is. Like I care. What do you propose we do then? What? You're asking me? It's not like I would know. What do you think, Adol? I mean, it's one hell of a dilemma. Is it really, though? It sounds to me like you still can't bring yourself to accept the truth. But open your eyes and this whole dilemma becomes that much easier. Good to see you again, Monstrums. As for you, Adol, it's been a while. You're that guy from before. You can just call me Marius. I'm an acquaintance of Adol there. I see now. You're the one Adol was working with in the prison. Then that means you're Parks' friend too. So you're our mysterious client. Yeah, we can see the picture. What have you actually been up to? All sorts of things, really. Sorry for not keeping in touch. Apart from the touch you gave me in the neck. You're an adventurer, Adol Kristen. You of all people should understand. These homunculi were made from luminaries of all sorts, Glean and Robin alike. There's no telling what kind of evil they could be used for outside these walls. What are you trying to say? I'm saying that these are people of extraordinary talent and skill. Every one of them has the potential to plunge this world into chaos. Besides, homunculi shouldn't even exist in the first place. So what's to be done with them in the end? Let me give you a hint. What did you do? It disappeared. Each of these containers comes with an emergency failsafe installed. One that when activated makes certain that its contents are properly discarded. Then the other containers. You already activated that failsafe crap for them too. No, stop this! How could you? What I'm doing is unforgivable. Believe me, I know that. But as someone who wishes for peace on this continent, I can't let this go on. Well, there must have been another way!
What?
No, there isn't. If anyone else stumbled into this facility, nothing good would come from it. Desperate times call for desperate measures, right? But he hardly even gave it a second thought. Just, who is he exactly?
Now then, Monstrums. What do you say we finish up my request?
What? But you already killed all of the homunculi.
There's just one more to go. This one.
You cannot mean... Wait, so you're also a homunculus?
Yeah. Funny, isn't it? What was his name? Shadowlard? I don't know when he created me. It was probably when the real me came to this prison for an inspection. But it doesn't matter now. Would you oblige me, Adol?
Does it have to be me? Hawks is good for it.
Wouldn't want it to be anyone else. That's why I brought someone to convince you.
I wish to ask this of you as well, Adol.
What are you doing here?
I recall Parks mentioning that he was friends with Marius.
Marcus Claudius Germanicus. That is the name of one of the most celebrated, revered people in the Roman Empire. Marius is, with all due respect, a homunculus of that man.
What?
It all makes sense now.
What makes sense?
What are you talking about?
Marius is a homunculus of the current Emperor of Rom.
What? He is?
But if you're his friend, then who are you, Parks?
I regret I had to keep it a secret from you all. But my real name is Lindheim. I was formerly only a cardinal of the church, but now I am also Governor General of Glea.
But weren't you supposed to be missing?
Cardinal Lindheim.
I knew you weren't just some old man, but I can't say I saw this coming.
When I went to inspect the prison, I saw an inmate who looked just like His Majesty. I thought my eyes were deceiving me, so I investigated as an undercover prisoner. But I had no idea he was a homunculus.
It was my fault you went through all of that, Lindheim.
Nonsense. It was my choice. I couldn't turn a blind eye to His Majesty, even if you're not precisely the same person. I figured Adol needed to hear this to understand your reasoning.
I believe Shadowlord has some kind of control over me. After we escaped, I knocked Adol out and returned to the prison with him. In the same vein, I think it prevents me from ending my own life. I may not be a real Imperial Knight, but it'd be nice to go out like one. That's why it needs to be you, Adol. You're the only one who can do this.
I never thought it would come to this when we met. Disposing of a fake emperor. That's one to put in the book, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry, my friend. This'll be the last time I take advantage of your kindness. All right, Adol. Don't hold back.
Marius's body is glowing!
So this really is goodbye. Silly to ask him if he's okay.
Yeah. It's been fun. Adol, can I say one more thing before I go? In your adventures, you save people's lives. You lead them, give them courage. You discover the unknown, and little by little, your actions change the world. I'm sure, Adol, that you'll come to understand the meaning of this someday.
The meaning of what?
Well,
Look at me, giving advice on my deathbed. When you find the answer, tell it to the real me, would you? I'm sure that wisdom will help the world. Find the one who's behind this. You have to stop him. Thanks for being my friend, Adol. We had a good run.
Adol.
Thank you, Adol.
It's really nothing to thank me for.
That may be, but I feel as though I owe it to you regardless. Both as your friend and his.
He was one hell of a guy, but I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
The one who's behind this? He must have known about Zola.
So he was the Emperor's...
I had no idea that you were the Governor General, Parks. I hope we didn't do anything to offend you.
Of course you didn't. And I'm the one who owes you an apology. Forgive me for keeping this a secret from all of you.
You don't have to.
I hope you will find the sincerity in my words, despite my prevarication. I'm very glad to have met you all, though I wish it were in different circumstances. With that, I should also be on my way.
Well, I mean, are you going to leave? You should be with it. Come hang out in the dandelion.
Maybe...
What? But you can't go! You're the one who started the dandelion!
And I believe it would be in your best interest as Governor General to see this through.
It is handy having you around.
And maybe you could keep those nosy soldiers in check. Well, not that someone like Belger would pose much of a threat.
You are all very convincing. Very well. I shall remain at the Dandelion. Though I may return to my office occasionally to tend to my many long overdue affairs.
That's a relief to hear.
yes.
But are you sure about this? My allegiance lies with Rom.
Of course we are! To us, you're still Parks, not the Governor General.
I understand. I shall be sure to remember that.
The final dispossession is complete. And we get a Warlord Elixir for it. Interestingly, we learned that the Emperor, at his young age to be an Emperor, is a pretty good swordsman by the look of things. Well, that takes care of all the urgent requests we had, but Aprilis still hasn't got in touch with us. I do wonder what's going on with her, but waiting around would only waste time. Let's return to the Dandelion for now and see if there's anything else we can do. Shall we? So you tell me to do so. Another by 5. What's my bar looking like now? Oh, that's the last one. Last one get. Right, well that's done. Sorted. We have 200 SP now by the look of things. Let's go back to the Dandelion and see what's up. Poor Marius. Where have you been, Adol, my darling? My heart nearly turned to dust waiting for you to come home to me. Maybe I've over-dramatized it just a tad. Did something happen, Shantae? Yes, you see, there I was looking over the bulletin boards I always do, and there it was, a request from none other than our stout friend Warden Belger. But Belger? Can you believe it? I thought at first that it was a joke in poor taste, but as it turns out, it really was from Belger. What did it say? According to him, there have been sightings of strange monsters on the Stat Road. Dumbledore himself, he's got grunts with swords, right? We're not pest control. Do not be so quick to dismiss it. There is something peculiar about this. Strange monsters. Perhaps the research wing has something to do with this. That's true. Maybe that's why he's asking for our help. Knowing him, he wouldn't have unless he was desperate. Might as well humour him. Highcliff Knights are a bit curtailed at the moment, being on probation. Poor guy must be scrambling to keep up without them. There's been an influx of tourists here to see the festival and they may be endangered. We're also receiving a similar request from Carla for this reason. Hello, my darling. Would you consider it? Something has to be done. I concur wholeheartedly. Nobody is more qualified to hunt monsters than you all. Belger's request has been accepted. It seems like I'm being sent on a quest list, really. Mysterious beasts have been stalking the Stat Road as of late. I'd like to dispose of them right away, but as it stands, we've no men for the garrison to spare at the moment. I therefore request their extermination from anyone skilled enough to do so. The game is basically tying up its loose ends. In most respects, right? It's story ties. Hello there, Adol. May I borrow you for a moment? I'd be honoured if you'd allow me to perform a little magic trick for you. Go ahead, Parks.
Now, Adol, is this your card? No? Then how about this one? Very well. Now, if you will just add the two numbers together.
After adding the two numbers, they come out to be the value of your card. How did you do that?
You really are a curious fellow, aren't you? But unfortunately, a magician never reveals his secrets. To tell you the truth, I wanted to discuss one other thing. I wished to express my gratitude to you for allowing me to remain as Parks and for treating me as such. I found a great many things that I would never have found as the Cardinal. And most of all, I thank you for saving a friend of mine. If you'd allow me the sentiment, I consider you a friend as well.
Hey, I hope we could both be friends for a long time.
Yes.
I wouldn't have it any other way. Balduq's future is still uncertain. I will secure the full capacity of the Roman army to ensure the safety of these citizens. As my friend, you have my full support, so you can focus on what you need to do.
Can you also like send a message back to like Rom and tell them like how good we are? Yeah. Park Support Skill Veteran Commander's reached max level. That'd be handy.
Hello there.
I feared I would never be permitted to return here.
Yes.
But now I'm delighted to return to your company once more. I'll work hard to earn your trust again, for Marius' sake as well. That's why it was Uther that said like yeah, we love you back. It just makes sense for it to be her. Alright, well we could try to speak to a certain someone, but I'm sure she wouldn't have been told. Yep. There's literally no reason for anyone to tell her, so that's all good. Alright, to a Stat Road, is it? There's something going on right here. Let's leave from the actual exit then. I just realised there's at least one person who should be available that isn't. One other person that joined our ranks, isn't there? The report indicated the presence of unusual beasts in the vicinity of the Stat Road. Right, we should stay attentive as we make our way down the path. Looks like he decided to save us the trouble. Then, these guys are practically common pests around here. Now let's clean them out so we can find what we're really looking for. They're being herded away by the actual monsters then.
Here you go!
Poor guys. Done and dusted, as they say. Was it just me, or did those monsters seem a little more harried than usual? Now that you mention it, it did kind of feel like they were afraid of something. Everything okay there, Credo? Huh? Oh yeah, it just almost got carried away for a sec there. What do you mean? We're checking this road out. What? Pick up your hooves already. What? Hey, Credo. I'm waiting for the first one of them to actually, like, realize that they're essentially siblings at the time.
Understood.
My time to shine.
Weirdly enough, I've got Dol's trophy for 5 hours play, so we've been playing with her a lot. However, Lemurians have manifested in the real world. Visiting ahead will prevent you from being able to freely explore the city for some time. It is recommended that Adol be well equipped. Oh? Specifically Adol. Shh, keep your heads down. Those are Lemures. How did they manage to get out of here? It's just a hunch, but I have a feeling these are the unfamiliar beasts the warden meant. That is highly probable, yes. Works for me. Let's send them packing. What's up with Hawk? You're just too powerful. That takes care of that. Yeah, but still, why would the Lemures turn up at a place like this? Perhaps Rosavita may be able to tell us. Which reminds me, Aprilis still hasn't got in touch yet, huh? No enough. What? Come again? This ain't nearly enough. Credo? Kill me already. What's with him? I'm not certain. This is sudden even for him. I said, kill me already. I dare you to try. Ha! Adol, this is... Here they come. Another wave of Lemures. What? Where'd they even come from? It is almost as if it was Credo who called them forth. Is that even possible? I do not know, but Adol, stand ready. I cursed a little bit there. This is hard to watch. Credo? Eh? Huh? What's going on here? Did I do all this? Indeed, you appear to be enjoying yourself quite a bit. What happened to you all of a sudden? Yeah, that was extreme, even for you. Again, huh? Like you already know, I've got a tendency to get a little worked up when I'm fine. But for a while now, I've been having a hard time holding it all back. Just when I thought I was in perfect form today, too. So you're saying this has happened to you before? Not to this extent. I completely lost all sense of reason until just a bit ago. Guess I'm no different from the Lemurians once I get out of that. Credo. Well, now's as perfect time as any. I'll be dipping out for good from here on. What? Now hold on just a second. Dipping out for good? You can't even do that, can you? I'll put my share in the Nox, but for me this chummy cruise charade ends here. Besides, you saw I was back there. We're all better off this way, right? All I wanted was to give that Zola guy a good wallop in the kisser anyway. I mean, we can work this out. Put you in some chains? I don't know. Don't kid yourself. Catch you later. Wait! Can you believe him? Acting as if this is nothing. Actually, I think he's been ready for this ever since he realised what was happening. Knowing him, I'll bet he just chose to keep quiet about it this entire time. I know he did. That's the part that pisses me off the most. Kratos not exactly the best person, and he's incredibly scary too. But isn't there anything we can do to help him out, Adol? Well, there has to be a way. Yeah, there has to be. At the very least, we have managed to successfully fulfill the Warden's request. Perhaps we should return to Balduq for the time being? You're right, there's not much we can do for him now, even if we wanted to. Let's go back to town. We can figure out what to do from there. He's a Berserker! It did say before, after all. Anemone had just leveled up, so... that's what we'll switch to for now.
Let's go! Leave it to me.
I'm a bit wondering what's going to happen here, so let's save again. After all, Adol should be well equipped. Okay then. I said we can't return and explore for quite some time. But we just returned. Adol. Where's Vita? Where the heck have you been all this time? The Victory Day Festival is about to begin. My apologies. It turns out I had more to address than I originally expected. I can see you've taken care of the Lemuries that escaped me just now. It was almost as though something had been luring them outside of town. Wait, you were chasing those Lemuries from earlier, Aprilis? We did end up defeating them, but Credo, he... did something befall him. Adol and the others tell Aprilis the whole story of what happened with Credo. I see. So that's how it went. What do you think we should do? In all technicality, nothing. You'll be summoned to the Grimworld nonetheless. That's true, but still... this impending Grimworld will be as formidable as I anticipated. The fact that the Lemuries are appearing in our plane of existence attests to that. Our time is running short. Credo must compose himself sooner rather than later. How much do you know about Credo, Rosvita? Given he was originally a comrade of mine, I'm fully aware of the kind of man he is. Allow me to give you what little advice I can give. You, Adol, are the key to resolving this. Okay, what should I do? I will explain bit by bit. Now then, follow me. Wait, where exactly are we going? To tame a feral hawk, of course. Thanks for stopping by. I wanted to make another stop. The whole damn town's packed thanks to the festival. You there? You appear to be quite skilled. Perhaps you could honour us with a match. Don't make me laugh. I thought I told you, I'm out of the group. Besides, I can't fight you even though I wanted to thanks to this horseshit curse. How do we get around it? We don't have to. The circumstances have changed since last you tried. Adol is, in a sense, no longer the same Crimson King he once was. That, coupled with the power of the Berserker, is enough to lift that particular restriction. Berserker? Simply put, it is now possible for the two of you to cross swords. You don't say. Well, now you're talking. But do not misunderstand. Losing yourself to the depths of darkness is in no way a victory. You must awaken to your truest self, Credo, to who it is you really are. Don't know what you're saying, but as long as I get about with His Majesty, I don't really care. And about you shall receive. I prepared a venue. Follow me. I don't think I've ever seen the Colosseum so vacant before. Yeah, though it won't be for too long. The Pendleton Company had this time slot blocked out for us in particular. Carla did all that? Well, actually, it was my father who helped us out this time around. Wow, talk about family connections. Everyone, they are starting. One-on-one? I don't like the look of that. The both of you prepared, I trust. I, Aprilis, shall bear witness to this battle. Wow, no objections here.
Yeah.
Glad to know we've got a legendary saint here playing referee. Enough. Stand ready. This could be the hardest fight yet. That power. He intends to begin with it. I can only imagine how long he's been waiting for this. Are they going to be alright, you think? It's going to be hard to just stand here and watch them duke it out. It is not in our place to interfere. We must leave this matter to Adol. I'm sure I don't need to tell you this, but I ain't showing you a lick of mercy. Begin. Maybe I should have bought a different weapon. He's level 72.
You're both so strong.
Come on,
Oh my god!
give it your best shot.
I win! I don't win!
I hope that blockhead's satisfied after this.
I still do not understand why it is they are fighting.
You just got horny for it!
Take this! Out of my way!
You just got horny for battle! You're not supposed to do that. I'm gonna eat some red cheese. And a white nut. I've got this new range attack anyway. It seems pretty decent, doesn't it? Stop getting up!
Next strike, this will finally be behind us.
Ah!
I can get stronger still.
Going. You're as good as I hoped. Nothing beats this feeling. You don't think we're finished, do ya?
I'm just getting started.
That's what I like to hear.
They're still at it. They can't even hold their monstrum forms anymore.
Those two never cease to amaze.
This reminds me of how Kratos was when he first fought Shadowlord. No, I think he's even more determined now. Oh!
What is it, Krisha?
Is it just me? Or is Kratos' darkness starting to fade?
Huh, maybe it's because he's not in his monstrum form anymore.
Damn it.
How about it? Are you done yet?
Like hell I am. You've got to be kidding me. I can't lift a finger.
That is the consequence of succumbing to the darkness without knowing how to control it. But it's impressive you've lasted this long while carrying it inside you. I suppose you have Shadowlord to thank for that.
Huh? What are you on about?
For a long time, your only goal was to defeat Shadowlord. Your determination offset the negativity of your darkness, helping you maintain a balance. When Shadowlord was killed, your goal was no more, and your determination faded. That's when the darkness regained its control over you.
It makes sense. So you've set Adol up as the next goalpost. Did Shadowlord know?
What? There's no way in hell.
You are a homunculus of a warrior known as a Berserker. Their strength and darkness were two sides of the same coin. Does this sound familiar?
Since I was a kid, I was good at just about everything without putting in much effort. For a long time, I didn't get how people could be dedicated to anything. But that all changed the first time I got myself into a sword fight. The fear and thrill I felt as I eluded death with every swing of my sword. And then the ensuing euphoria after surviving the life-threatening ordeal. For the first time, I felt alive. I had finally found meaning in my life. Not long after that, I watched Sister Lisa die right there in front of me. After that, things changed. I started challenging strangers, anybody who could put up a fight. I could only feel alive when I was staring death in the face.
Contrary to what you believe, you're not a fighter, Credo.
What'd you say?
Being good at everything made you feel like nothing was worth dedicating yourself to. But then you finally found something. Something you couldn't pick up right away. For the first time, you felt the desire to improve yourself.
A desire to improve, huh?
The satisfaction you feel stems from overcoming your weaknesses. This instinct is the very darkness inside you, and the source of a Berserker's power. There's a thin line between conquering the darkness and being conquered by it.
You're not making any sense.
At this very moment, as you lie there helpless on the ground, what do you feel?
Pissed off at how I didn't stand a chance against him.
If you were truly angry, would you be smiling?
I'm smiling?
Perhaps you feel like you found what you were looking for. You might even feel gratitude toward your opponent.
Huh?
You must have felt the same way after you lost to Shadowlord.
I was grateful to him?
Warriors like you need a fair fight where they can realize their fullest potential. As long as you understand this, you will never be swallowed by your darkness again. Things are often simpler than they seem. You need only to change your perspective. Dr. Noah told me something. He said that Shadowlord and Sister Lisa were childhood friends.
What?
It's possible Sister Lisa asked him to watch over you. I am as much to blame for placing you in that orphanage to begin with. I'm sorry, Credo, for everything.
That's a whole lot of jabbering just to embarrass me. For someone they call a saint, you sure are a pain in the ass. I give up. You win, alright? I guess I can stick with you guys a little longer.
Good. Welcome back. I have you to thank, Adol. Now, we can face the Grimwald Nox as a complete team.
It appears all is well now.
Ugh, you guys really had me worried.
Hey, how's it feel to be dragged home by Mommy after running away?
Come closer and say that again.
I'm just happy that Kratos back.
Yes, I think we all are. I need to speak with you all about what's to come. Let's continue this discussion at the Dandelion. Adol, would you please carry Credo?
Not in a million years.
What's the matter? big boy Quato can't walk on his own?
You little shit. Enjoy it while you still can.
Alright, that went great!
And now they're siblings. Belger's request is complete. And 15,000 gold acquired.
Oh, why does it have to be the Victory Day festival, of all days?
It's the day when the monsters are most active as a result of their amassed enmity. Monsters are more vicious today than any other time in the year. It's a testament to how deep the scars left by the 100 Years' War really are.
A 100-year war with a 500-year-old curse, huh?
And now they're overflowing into our side.
Civilians will be out celebrating. We'd best exercise caution.
Yes. Tonight the Grimwald Nox will appear. And it will be like none other you've faced thus far.
How will tonight be different from the other times?
If it were just more monsters, it may not pose a great threat for you monstrums. But the truth of the matter is, we don't know what'll happen until the time comes. I searched as much as I could, but I can't be certain of anything.
So, we're going in blind.
The Grimwald Nox is nothing more than a shell that the gods created. What resides within it is determined by the emotions it has accumulated.
Like the kid said, we're going into a wolf's den dressed like sheep. Well, I suppose it wouldn't be much fun if we knew exactly what to expect.
Did you find anything about where Zola is? You mentioned that we might not have to fight him after all.
Yeah, nobody's heard from him.
I doubt that coward would have shown his face anyway.
Even I do not fully comprehend Papa. He does not see the world as we do. As his prior actions suggest, there is nothing he will not do to complete his research. I am not the best judge of character, but I advise against thinking of him as an ally.
He was a remarkably adept strategist during the war and was always true to his ideals. We had more than our share of arguments because of that. We should expect that he will intervene.
He seems pretty quick to turn a blade against his allies from the 100 Years' War. Not that I wouldn't do the same to him.
So, what now? We just gonna sit on our hands until the Grimwald Nox?
But there's still the danger of monsters appearing in the city. It couldn't hurt to go look around.
Yufa's right. Either way, we'll all come back here when it's time.
Be vigilant in areas where enmity may have accumulated the most, especially places that have ties to the 100 Years' War.
We'll keep our eyes peeled.
So the plan is to patrol the city until the Grimwald Nox emerges.
The clock's ticking. Be careful out there, Adol. Now might be a good time to polish up your equipment and top off your supplies.
And do come home safe and sound, okay, my darlings? I'll have a glorious feast ready for you once you return.
More jobs are now available on the bulletin board. Okay. Did the dandelion change too? Oh my goodness, the dandelion changed too. Well, it looks like time to begin from the start. Again. Here we go. Adol, I was looking for you. Here's a view. That's all I can offer you at the moment. Thank you. 3 panaceas. With Zola's watchful eye upon us, I'm afraid that's all I can do for now. But it doesn't change that I'll back you up in your battle. Not even I can begin to fathom the plan Zola may be concocting at this very moment. No matter what it is, you are the only ones who can stop him and find the truth.
Have a moment?
Aprilis just informed me about the Lemures. She told me that suppressing the Grimwald Nox will force the Lemures into temporary dormancy. For now, just do your best.
Adol.
Your battle, regrettably, will go unnoticed and unrecognized. Regardless, know that you'll be heroes of Balduq. We, the Dandelion, will do what we can to support your fight.
Let's,
No, I don't need more map for you, but I'm just going to point out, you. Please at least tell the Roman Emperor about what transpired. You've got it, right? Imagine of crossing that I received from one of the demigods. It appears as though it has evolved after the most recent Monstrum Nox. You can now extract crystallized shards of enmity from it. I suggest experimenting with it. Well, I mean, I could definitely get way more now, can't I? So I can definitely afford some nice stuff. Oh, you brought a new medical formula just for me. Oh, I forgot about that. I'll just be taking that if you don't mind. It's the strength formula.
The doctor's in.
Ah, because it's a strength elixir.
Always such a tease.
Oh, Adol, how are you and Kratos' wounds from earlier healing up? I did what first aid I could, but dueling right before the final battle? That's just reckless. Yes, it is. I suppose you two are still boys at heart in that sense. Not that I dislike that. The big moment's coming up, right? Let me know if you need anything brewed.
Take care up there.
I was going to say, there's got to be some events. Margot's back.
Mais oui.
Mais oui!
Adol.
I urge you to take Lady Aprilis' warning very seriously. This Monstrum Nox will be fire and brimstone. You have Anemona now, along with all the dandelion folks. And of course you have I, the alluring, the stunning Mobihan Legrand. I observed firsthand how far you've come. I honestly believe that you will find victory.
A bientôt.
A bientôt. A bientôt. Make some better stuff for me.
Yeah.
On the Grim Order, it's kind of hard not to be nervous about it, but it's times like these where my weapons and armor can protect everybody the most. I may not look any different, but I know for a fact my smithing skills improved. I want to become a blacksmith that people can rely on, like you guys, with a forge.
Here I go.
It's up to us to keep the city safe, and we'll do it together.
I'm ready and raring to go.
No.
Let me know if you need any. Say the word and I'll make it.
Okay. Why no? It has to be.
Well, don't just leave me hanging. Come back anytime.
I want more stuff. How do you and Shannon keep this up all day, every day? You guys just fill some quests, right? Good on you. I suppose your recent episode wasn't such a big deal after all. Yeah, take this, I don't need it. Mushroom potage. Don't get all mushy over it, right? Mushroom, huh? It would merely be an inconvenience to me if you went into the Monstrum Nox unprepared. And good luck out there, okay? No matter how many times the Monstrum Nox kicks you down, you'd better get up. And of course I'll be there to supervise so you don't get completely trounced. Question. It's still there. There's a quest over here, the Errant Knights. There's a quest over here, Life by the Sword. Ah, interessante. Good old Arthur.
Yeah.
Hi, Adol! Iris and Arthur and me are just taking a break together. You guys are going to go around and see everyone, right? Let me give you this then. Everyone's giving me gear, aren't they? There's a super scary criminal coming up soon, huh? I won't be able to help when it does, but I can give you this right now at least. Because, well, Tito and me owe you, you know. We didn't have any friends or family left until you gave us a place to stay. See the smile? It's only here because all of you were there for us. So, yeah. Come back safe, okay?
Bye-bye. See you later.
Bye-bye.
It's you.
It's unsettling. With it, the foul spirits that prowl at night are growing stronger. It reminds me of that day 8 years ago. My mission has already been completed. This time I will act according to my own volition. I will do what I can to prevent casualties. Contact me if you have the need.
You need it? I got it. I see. Looking to cut it, do you? I see. You saw.
I only somehow missed that mushroom recipe. Adol, you come at the perfect time. Tell me, have you ever smoked a cigar? It's times like these the one could most use a moment of respite. Yeah, I'll just mess with my lungs before the battle. I've got some quality rolls here for just that. Well, I'll take a puff or two with me. I guess Margaret gives you a lit cigar. You take a puff. You don't find it to be very enjoyable. It doesn't taste great. It's an acquired taste.
It's an acquired taste.
Yes, it is. Sorry, Margot. I didn't mean to talk over you, but I was just like, yeah, of course you're saying that.
A bold aroma, an indulgent flavor. Once you learn to enjoy it, it's quite a treat.
She lies.
You're still young. Perhaps the Adol years from now will understand. I hope we can meet then and share our enthusiasm of fine cigars. On a different note, you may have seen this around the city. It seems the Bells of Freedom have taken up the mantle of local militia. They're providing security at the festival, even patrolling the city for crime. They're doing a good job at that, considering they were intended as a stand-in for the knights. The people acknowledge that, and who knows, maybe they'll stick around. And you know who made that possible? You did, Adol. We are all grateful to you.
Did you plan this from the beginning?
No.
Possibly, but I never anticipated that the Bells of Freedom would flourish this much. Glia is on the cusp of change, and I believe that change will bring about a brighter future for this city. Oh, Adol, you've been traveling for many years, haven't you? I've often speculated how Glia compares to the rest of the world. As one who isn't a native Glian, what is your impression of it?
I like the people who live here.
Is that so? What is it about the people that you like?
You bring up the Monstrums and all the experiences you've had in Balduq, and how the things you've learned from its people, its history, and its troubles contribute to your own growth. You tell her that all of your adventures are unforgettable, this one included.
That's a wonderful perspective. It fills this old bag with pride, knowing the young ones treasure the city in their own way. If you wouldn't mind, I would love to hear of your other unforgettable adventures. Your tales would pair nicely with these fine cigars.
Continue speaking with Margot until you finish your cigars. Affinity with Margot is now at max. Margot's support skill rousing speech has reached maximum level. This is really the time for getting maxes with everyone, isn't it? Phew, everything in the Dandelion's changed. What's on the quest board then, actually? The errant knights, life by the sword, and wanted a Bulad Org. Ah, one of those guys has appeared somewhere in the Keening Highlands. We would be remiss to leave it as it is, lest I ask that you assist me by subduing it. So one of those guys. Life by the sword is Xavier's quest. He wants to go to the ancient battlefield with him. And errant knights is Lucian. Yes, he's been missing. They have a situation with the Hieroglyph Knights, but put under probation. I'd like Adol and the others to help with this if possible, waiting at the entrance of the Groaning Grotto. Gotta kill the Bulag Org. It's over there. Alright, there's definitely more events to go through. Apparently the Monstrums had a hand in resolving that incident with Master Shadlard. If that's true, then I may have to reconsider my opinion of them. Had they not intervened, the standing would have just plummeted even further. They may stir the pot, but perhaps they truly are looking out for us as well. This may be just a patrol, but we should stay on guard regardless. We don't know what it is, but this Zolo is definitely planning something. We need to be ready for anything he might throw at us. I'll always be rooting for Jules, you can be sure of that much. Go on now, don't you worry about me.
Adol.
Oh, I was just checking on the inventory of Yufa. With the current turnover, we're in a deficit of supplies. At the same time, it's nice that the customers are happy. For their sake, we can't let the Murrays come into our world. It's moments like these that I'm glad I'm a monstrum. Let's keep giving it our all, Adol. Oh, Yufa's next up then. Whoa, Adol! How long have you been standing there? I know, I haven't been myself lately. Actually, this is the perfect chance. Sorry, Adol, but can I steal you for a moment? I've been stolen!
I hope you don't mind coming out here with me at a time like this. I wanted to talk to you about something I didn't want anyone else to hear.
Is it about Felix?
You mean...
No! What? Well, I guess he has something to do with it. You already know I'm adopted, right? Well, I haven't told my siblings yet. I was planning on telling them when things weren't so chaotic. But I've been so preoccupied with work and taking care of them. I'm scared knowing that time is getting closer by the day. I'm not sure how they'll react when they find out I'm not their real sister.
I mean, literally, you are their real sister and they don't see you as anything else. Are you gonna tell them?
About that. Now that we know we're homunculi, not only do I have to tell them that I'm not their real sister, but also that I'm not a real human. I don't want them to be afraid of me. Sorry, Adol. I didn't mean to unload on you like this, but I'm also too scared to tell Felix. You're the only one I can talk to.
You tell Yufa that her siblings would be fine and she didn't have any reason to worry. She's also real. You continue to reassure her. You tell her that no matter what she is, the time she spent with them as a family was real.
Huh. I never thought about it like that.
Aha! Caught you cheating!
Ood?
Hey, Adol. What are you two up to? Hope it's not something Felix would be worried about.
What? You're not gonna cry, are you? Well, I wasn't really gonna tell Felix.
Hey, Ood. Let's say, hypothetically, what if I wasn't your real sister? If I wasn't related to you at all? What would you do?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Can you just answer the question, Ood?
I guess I'd be pretty surprised.
I see.
But nothing else would really change.
Huh? But, hypothetically, you'd have been living with someone who was lying to you. Wouldn't you feel betrayed? Maybe not want to live with me anymore?
Nope. You've been working hard to take care of us on your own in place of Mom and Dad. You ask me, that's what a real family's all about, blood related or not. You could be a Roman or a Monstrum for all I care. You'll always be our sister, Yufa. No matter what.
Ood.
What? Are you still hung up about not being related to us?
Ood, how did you know?
You see, well, hypothetically, remember when you used to have a diary?
Don't tell me you read it! I can't believe you! There are things about Felix in there!
Well, it's your own fault for leaving it on the table instead of putting it away. You're the one who's always telling us to put our stuff away. By the way, Mark knows too. But Elle doesn't really seem to get it either way.
You... Ood! Why, you little...
Whoa!
Hey! Get back here, young man! I'm going to crush you with a really, really big hug!
Oh, gross! Get away from me! Go do that with Felix!
Hey!
See? You had nothing to worry about, did you? Also, Mrs. reading someone else's book can't really complain.
Yeah, you were right. Thanks again, Adol.
Your affinity with Yufa is now at max! We got the battle cry max level. We hear her battle cry.
I see.
Okay. Did you see, do you? I do recall some whisperings of a spy under secret orders of the late king. You've had to clean up his numbskull family's messes both at home and abroad. Seems the royal family had more support than I realized, dysfunctional as it was. All I did was comply with my mission. I don't think I care for your commentary. Unless you'd like to talk about your great successes buried in the past. Or were you planning on having the remnants of the bells do it for you? Well, well. Aren't we perceptive? I've taken my dues for my deeds, but I can't deny that I still have my concerns. Seems we're alike in that respect, aren't we, Maxie boy? I don't know what you're getting at. Regardless, there's no denying that we have to get through the Grimwald today. You said it, putting our lives on the line here too. Not just for our city's sake, but for the future of our youth as well. Indeed you are. I forgot that I didn't speak to her before then. And of course, now Yufa might get a bit more dialogue. Prisha is so dependable. It's no wonder she's so good at running her own flower shop. I'm gonna have to follow her lead and work just as hard. Lemuria is coming into the real world. This is the worst case scenario. But no matter how bad it gets, I won't let them hurt my siblings or Felix.
All right.
Let's work even harder for the people of Balduq. Yes, ma'am. Oh, Adol! Shani's a real nice guy. He treated us to this meal. Oh, yummy. Shani's cooking is the best. I wish the food at home tasted this good. We like it here a lot, as you can tell. So you don't have to worry about us. Enjoy ourselves. Don't worry about us. If I worked here every day, would I get to eat here every day too? Yeah. If you paid. This is fun. So much fancy food. You learn how to make it though.
Professor Valen.
I want you to have this. It's a pear tart. It's my absolute favorite dish, but I don't recall ordering it.
Oh dear.
Professor, did you forget? You don't remember what day it is today, do you? What day it is? Yes, I do remember. Today is the very day I met you 3 years ago. Yes, that's correct. That's also when you gave me this Norse mask. My life hasn't been the same since that day, and it was all because of you, Professor. I can't ever do enough to repay you for helping me find happiness. That's why I'll keep doing everything in my power to help you too.
Silhouette.
Oh, is that so? Having an assistant would indeed be helpful. In that case, to us, Silhouette. Yes, to us.
Yes.
Phew, I'm glad I got to tell the professor everything I wanted to say. Alright, now it's time for me to work hard, both at the Dandelion and the Grimwald Nox. If there's anything you need, running errands, anything, just say the word.
Call for me whenever you like.
Phew, I was very nearly about to be raked over the coals. I'm not particularly acclimated to situations like this, but it's reassuring to know that she cares deeply. What happened to that weird masked maid I got last time? Oh, so the normal guys have the same talks, but everyone else doesn't? Okay, that does seem to be the case. Hey, did you know they hold a remembrance ceremony on the day of the festival? They set up memorials at the cemetery. It's real quiet there, but real pretty too. You should go check it out, mister. Super worth it. Take it from me. I spoke to Dogi already, right? An ultimate Grimwald, huh? This is going to be a tough one. Aprilis said countless warriors lost their lives during battles just like this one. I hope you don't end up one of them. I don't have to tell you that, do I? There's only one way to tackle it. That's with everything we've got.
Alright.
I mean, I guess I could just do this.
Let's do this! What do you think?
Everything is max, so therefore I've probably just got an achievement.
Good work out there.
Adol, dear. Oh, Adol.
Adol, darling, can I see you for a moment? I made a little something just for you. You have a difficult fight ahead. This will give you the stamina you need. Flaky begets. Where is this Zola, and what could he be doing right now? He went so far as to reveal his true identity to you. Given everything happening to the city and the Saint, he must not be content with spectating. Whatever it is, do be careful.
Go get him out there, darling.
Someone wants to get me at this point.
Adol.
I am aware of the situation, but I would like to request something of you. It would please me if you would join Rosvita and I outside. I am uncertain if we will have another chance to do this. A picnic?
Anemona, is this what I think it is?
So you remember, you promised that we would have a tea party after the war was over.
Yes, I did promise that before I left. I can't believe you still remember. I'm sorry, Anemona. I should have been the one to invite you. This was very thoughtful of you.
Am I intruding on anything?
Not at all, Adol. Without you,
I would not have found what I was searching for.
Yes, you're our guest, and we'll both be your hosts. I'm sure that I can take care of the tea pouring at least. Right, Anemona?
You were always too busy playing outside with boys to learn how to.
Was it really necessary to bring that up in front of Adol of all people?
Did you remember something else?
What's wrong?
No, it is not that. I was just curious to know how it would be to feel the world like the both of you.
Feel the world?
Yes. I am only a doll. There are many things I do not understand. The warmth of the sunlight, the gentle breeze of the wind, the aroma of this tea before us. I wish to feel it too, and to learn more about this world that you two love so dearly.
Anemona.
I am not used to having thoughts like this. Are they good thoughts? Or are they bad thoughts?
It's a good thing, of course. I can understand you want to do that. Technically, they're wherever you want them to be.
I am only a doll. As such, I should not be having these thoughts to begin with.
You've grown up, Anemona.
Rosvita.
I think having those thoughts are what makes one human. I wonder, could it be that the thing you were searching for wasn't me, but your own self?
Oh, I remember. When Papa's alchemy experiment failed, I lost my soul. And as punishment, I was separated from you.
You've been through a lot, Anemona. But you found what you lost, and you're finally with me again.
Oh.
Welcome home, Anemona. My best friend in the whole world.
I am home, Rosvita.
Thank you for bringing her home, Adol. You're the reason I was able to keep my promise to Anemona.
I wish to thank you too. It is as if there was a haze within me that has now lifted. Rosvita is right. I was really searching for my own self this whole time. You have my deepest gratitude, Adol.
Affinity with Anemona is now at max. We got Adol's Perception reaching max level.